Hi everyone, welcome to Honeybee. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to crochet this cute bag coaster that's perfect for beginners because it's basically just a circle. If you feel tired or frustrated, don't forget to take breaks when needed and come back to your project after some rest. Crocheting should be a hobby that brings you joy. In this video, you'll be using magic circles, double crochet, treble crochet, and slip stitches. And don't worry if everything sounds very alien right now, I'll be walking through everything step by step in this video. So to start, you want to hold your left hand up like it's a pew-pew, and then taking the tail end of your yarn, loop it around your finger 2 times like so. Now take your crochet hook and insert it between these 2 lines. Hook the second line under the first one and turn. Now you want to take your crochet hook and go for the yarn end of your string and hook 1 loop through. It can be a little bit scary at first, but don't worry. Now you want to pinch this portion so that it doesn't come undone and hold your yarn according to how comfortable you'd feel. So now to start, you'd want to chain 2. To begin your first round, you want to make 12 double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook into the magic ring here, pull through 1 loop. Now you should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and then pull through another 2 loops. So now you've made 1 double crochet. Before you continue making the remaining 11 double crochets, it's helpful if you take a stitch marker here and you mark the first stitch that you just made. This would help us mark the beginning of this round since we're crocheting in a circle. We won't lose track of how many stitches we've made so far. So now to make the next double crochet, you'd want to yarn over, insert your hook into the magic circle, and then pull through 2 loops and then pull through another 2 more loops. So now you just repeat this until you have a total of 12 stitches in your magic circle. So once you've made your 12 stitches, you can actually place your project down and count the number of V shapes that you see on your project. And 1 V shape is 1 stitch. So here I'm counting 12 stitches to make sure that I made my first round correctly. To close your magic circle, you can actually just pull on the loose end of your project and it should tighten the circle for you. And congratulations, you've just made your first baby circle. So to start the next round, you'd want to remove your stitch marker, but don't forget which stitch you took it from. So insert your hook into this stitch and then pull through 1 loop and then use this loop to pull through the loop that is on your hook. And you've made a slip stitch. So now we'd want to chain 2. Also, it's important to keep in mind that this does not count as a stitch. So make 1 double crochet into the same stitch that you just slip stitched through and mark it with your stitch marker. So now you want to make another double crochet into the same stitch, which totals us to 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. This is called an increase. So now, going to the next stitch, you want to make 2 double crochets in the same stitch and repeat all the way around. So for this round, you should have a total of 24 stitches. Like before, you'd want to insert your hook into the stitch that you just marked and make a slip stitch. Then you chain 2. Then make a double crochet into the same stitch that you just made a slip stitch with. Don't forget to mark the beginning of your round. So now, going into the next stitch, increase the next stitch. So you only start with 1 double crochet in the first stitch and then increase in the next. After this, you do 1 double crochet in the next stitch and then 2 double crochets in the following stitch. So you're basically going double crochet, increase, double crochet, increase. So for this round, you should be ending with an increase in the last stitch. So now you want to make a slip stitch into the beginning of your previous round. Then chain 2. So now double crochet into the same stitch. Mark the stitch with your stitch marker. And then make an increase in the second stitch. Now, for the next 2 stitches, you'd want to make 1 double crochet each. So that's 1 double crochet, and then that's another double crochet. So in the next stitch, you'd want to make 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Then make 1 double crochet, and then another double crochet, and then make 2 double crochets into the same stitch again. Now just repeat this pattern across your remaining stitches until you reach the end of your round. Now when you reach the end of your round, what you want to do is you want to slip stitch into the beginning of your previous round. You can use your stitch marker to mark the first slip stitch that you just did here. Now, you want to slip stitch into the next 14 stitches, which totals us to 15 slip stitches. Once you're done, you want to double crochet into the following stitch. Now we're going to be making a treble crochet. It'll be 4 treble crochets into the same stitch. So to make a treble crochet, you want to loop around your hook 2 times. Insert your hook into the stitch. Now you should have 4 loops on your hook. Pull through 2, and then pull through another 2, and then pull through another 2. So now just repeat that 3 more times. Yarn over 2 times. Insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through another 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 more loops. After you're done making 4 treble crochets into the same stitch, you want to do a double crochet into the following stitch. In the next 10 stitches, do a slip stitch. Now that you've done 10 slip stitches, do 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Four treble crochets into the following stitch. And 1 more double crochet into the next stitch. Then to complete your round, you want to slip stitch till you meet the beginning of your previous round. Now you've basically finished your coaster. We just need to hide the ends. So to end your project, just pull on the hook to extend the yarn, grab your scissors, and cut. Then pull through the yarn end of the string. You can unhook your stitch markers and grab your darning needle and thread through the hole. You want to go around the edges of the project first before going through the project to hide your string. You don't have to be too perfect about this because most of the project is already held together by each other. So after you're satisfied with how you've darned it, you can just cut. So for the end of the magic circle, I like to go around the circle because I think it just blends a little bit better. So after circling it one time, I cut the yarn. And now you're done. I hope you learned something from this video, and I also hope that you enjoyed making this crochet project. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe if you're interested in watching more crochet videos in the future. Thank you!